All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Sorry, it took me some time to be here because I have a flat tire in my flying carpet. You might think that having flying carpet make things easy. Yes, it's true, but sometimes you have a problem. Today we have a traffic in the air, and if you don't believe me, there's engineers who they are studying as we speak air traffic. Yes. But air traffic problem was exist long time ago, not really after they create the airplane. And I remember my grandfather, who used to be a friend of Solomon. He exchanged a flying carpet with Solomon, because simply what happened, Solomon was poor and my grandfather was so rich. So Solomon, he said to him, can I get your old flying carpet? Because my grandfather, he updated his flying carpet and he got a brand new, have Bluetooth. And, since then, it became a tradition, Middle Eastern, all of us Middle Eastern, we have a flying carpet. I mean, it's very normal, I mean, when my dad used to take my mom for a picnic, he don't take a car, he just borrow his grandfather flying carpet and we go, we bought the barbecue, we bought everything, and all like the 200 kids of my dad, all of us, we fly in the flying carpet, and we go. So it's very, it's very acceptable story, very normal. But for you, because you are not educated and you are not smart, you might think that this is not a true story. So from now, I'm warning you, if something you did not witness doesn't mean it's not really true. Flying carpet, we fly all the time, And I remember I used to put my feet coming down when I was a kid, in the edge of the flying carpet. It was fun, And then the birds, they come and they tickle my feet, and it was a true story, true story. So today we are talking about a flying carpet, where we can find the flying carpet in Islam. First, we go to the Quran. Chapter 21, verse number 81. According to the Quran, Allah subjugated the wind to Solomon to carry his carpet. ولسليمان الريح عاصفة تجري بأمره إلى الأرض التي باركنا فيها وكنا بكل شيء عالمين. What does that mean? To Sulaiman, the wind going strong, go by his command to the land which he, God, will blessed, and we are the one who is all-knowing. I'm not sure what that last phrase in the sentence have to do with the verse. And we are all-knowing. Okay, I got it. Allah want to say to us that those things you do not know, but I know about it. Nobody knows about those stories that Sulaiman, he used to have a flying carpet. Now, but in order to get the details about the flying carpet, you have to read Islamic books. Not Christian books, not Jewish books, not Hindu books. You have to read Islamic books written by their scholars, supported by the evidence which is coming either from Muhammad or his companions. So if we go as an example to check out those stories. Let me go to Ibn Kathir. Please invite your friends, and if there is any Muslim, later we will open our Skype so people can call, very free. And again, remember, when we mention something, we have to give a proven reference. Chapter 21, verse number 81, and this is Ibn Kathir. As you see, this is your Muslim website. Have nothing to do with it, right? Muslims, don't tell me it's me saying that, it's you saying that. Because I know the story, how it worked for Muslims. You show them in the front of their eyes, they say, it doesn't say that, CB. No, it does say that. And I'm not giving you one word from my own pocket. Everything you see here is written in the front of you, is printed, translated, published by Muhammadan. Actually, this website is owned by the ones They run the Deen show, trying to convert people into Islam in USA, which is very funny, stupid program. So if you go here, you will see, this is Ibn Kathir. And we subjugated the mountains and the birds to glorify our praise, along with Dawood. So Dawood, he used to, you know, sing, and the birds and everything sing with him. No problem with that, okay? And then it says here that David, he was a nice voice. He used to have a nice voice. I don't know if you know that the hadith where Muhammad, he claimed that after the judgment day and people, they go to heaven, Allah will make every Friday a party. Every Friday. Like, you know, nightclub, you know, party. And the angels will come to your door. Your castle have 4 doors. And then the angels, they come to your door and they knock at your door. This is a door for the angels only. There's door for the servants, etc. So you open the door and the angel, he says to you, he gives you a card. He says to you, Allah, he miss you, he want to see you. And then this is for Friday night. Friday you go, you find your name in a chair. Now we have 1 billion human beings are Muslims, and God knows how many they died before. So how you will find your chair? By the time you find your chair, the eternity is over. But anyway, forget about it. You will find your chair and you will find your name there. No problem. True story. And then in the stage, there are 3 people, they will sing. Who is the first singer? Anyone remember? Anyone remember? Who is the first singer? The first one is David. Supposedly, Muslims believe, as you see, David, he have a very nice voice. So when he sing, even the river stop. The river stop, like the river is not moving. And you can run this imagination to anything around you. Like, let's say you open the faucet. David, he sing, the water stop. On the air. I'm not going to say if you are doing like going to the bathroom, because it's going to happen the same. Anything stop, that's it. The birds, they stop. The second David, he sing, everything stop. Freeze. Because it's so beautiful. And then Allah, he will say to them, to the Muslims, did you ever heard better than this? The Muslim, they will answer, no, we swear by Allah, we never heard such a thing. Then Allah will ask Prophet Muhammad to recite the Quran. He will sing the Quran. And then Muhammad, he will recite, and the Muslims will go crazy, and Allah will say to them, have you ever heard a voice better than this? The Muslim will say, oh, by Allah, we never heard better than this. And then Allah, he is the last one, he will start reading the chapter of Ar-Rahman. And brothers and sisters, imagine Allah, Ar-Rahman, he is reading the chapter of the Rahman. And then Allah, he said to the Muslims, have you ever heard something better than this? And the Muslims, they say, I swear by Allah, we never heard something. So Allah is the winner. Allah is number 1 singer. Number 2 is Muhammad. Number 3 is David. True story. And the funny that this story will happen every Friday. You know what I mean? This story will happen every Friday. And they will ask you the same question. Have you ever heard better than this? I mean, this is the most stupid story ever. Because if last Friday you just say the same, you sang the same, and you ask them the same question. So how they will say we never heard like this before? Every Friday the same scenario. The same chapter, the same names, the 3 in the stage. David first, Muhammad second, Allah is the third, and Allah is the winner. Muhammad is number 2, David is number 3. The beauty queen of voice, America Got Talent. Every Friday. The same boring words, the same boring program, and Allah will ask you, have you ever heard but this? And you will say, no way, we never heard. But you just heard it last week. So here you see, and by the way, this is a video, you can go watch it in the Deen show. You know, actually I played it once in a church. People die laughing from this show. So anyway, if we go down here, oh boy. And to Sulaiman, we subjugated the wind strongly, ragging, means we subjugated a strong wind to Sulaiman. The continue of the verse says, تجري بأمره إلى الأرض التي باركنا فيها, running by his command toward the land which we had blessed, meaning Sham, great Syria. So look like Sulaiman, he used to fly always to Syria. I mean, this is funny. I thought he is in Syria, because you see, the Syria, the natural Syria, is the same as in Jerusalem too. This is a Sham. That's stupid. So he was where then? He fly from Asham to Asham? Asham is a statement you say for what it's called Biladu Sham, which means all this land, all the way from the mountains of Zagros in Turkey, all the way you pass even Jordan. This is the natural Syria. Lebanon, Israel. Anyway. And in everything we are all knower. For sure, this is very confirmed. I mean, Allah only, the only one who knows where the sperm of the woman is coming from her chest. And this is proven to be scientifically true. Women have a sperm and it's coming from their chest. He had a mat made of wood on which he would place all the equipment of his kingship, horses, camels, and tents and troops. I mean, that's not much. If you think about it, if you have four-wheel drive, I mean, you have a lot of space in the back of your truck. You know what I mean? So what is surprising? You can put your camels, your horse. This guy is a king. All his army, not only him, all the army, all his kingship, all the equipment, all the servants, all the wives, all the whole kingdom is in the flying carpet. And that makes sense. Actually, I remember my grandfather, when he used to go, he take, you know, he was a very, like, let us say he don't like to have strange people or foreigners with us. So only the family, and we are like 2 million, you know. So all of us, we go in the top of the flying carpet. One hit, you know. And then he command the wind, and then, you know, he's gone. Like I remember once we took a breakfast in Singapore, which is in Brazil. By the way, if you say this is wrong, this is because the Western, the Kuffar, they changed the location. The Kuffar. So anyway, so we went to Singapore, and we took our breakfast in Singapore, which was in Japan. And in our way, we said to us, let us stop in Buenos Aires, you know, which is in the borders of Singapore. And, you know, I remember there we ate some cheese, because Switzerland is in the middle of that land, you know, there. It's in Buenos Aires, Switzerland. So anyway, I mean, all of those are true stories, and we can support them with the proofs. So here you see, the Muslims, when they say to them, Christian Prince said this, he said, liar, liar, how you can believe him? How you can believe this? I mean, I am a liar, and this is not a lie. Why, if I say to you, I took a flying carpet, you don't believe me? Why somebody, he is a king, he take all, did you watch the dragon, what it's called? What is the movie, the stupid movie for the kids? The woman, she controlled dragons. This weirdo liberal, she was crying when Trump, he won. you know. Yeah. So what do you believe in the, you know, the, if that is a fiction movie, well, is that a true story? So he had a mat made of wood. And by the way, when they say made of wood, you might think it's a solid wood. It says basalt. You see, this is translation is not accurate. Actually, by the way, Ibn Kathir in Arabic have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in English. They take a lot of words and stories from that. And I will show you in the same story how they cut off. So he had a mat made of wood, which is, I don't know if you live in Philippines or in Africa, you see people, they use from the crops. Let us say in Philippines, they use the leaves of the bamboo to make a carpet, you know, very flexible. So same in Middle East, they used to do the same. Whatever they have, you know, they use any from a crop, a dry crop they have, they use it to make a carpet. It's not like now, you know. I mean, it's a different story when you say carpet. So it's a basalt, it's a carpet made of wood, flexible. All his army, all his equipment, all his horses, camels, tents, troops. And the troops, according to Ibn Kathir, it is so long. It's like the troops of Suleiman used to be from all the way from Iraq all the way to Jerusalem. The beginning in Iraq, the end in Jerusalem. This is the line. This is not the land they occupy. This is the line of the troops. Then he would command the wind to carry it, and it would go underneath, and it would carry him aloft, shading him, protecting him from the heat. What shading him? What is shading him? You see here, there is something, the translator, you know, he cut something. Because here it says that when he fly, birds, they fly in the top of Suleiman, shading him. He took the birds off. So he will be in the top of flying carpet, but birds will be flying in the top of him. This is what is missing here. Shading him and protecting him from the heat until wherever he reach. All right. Now we need more details. So we subjugated to him the wind, chapter 38, verse number in 38, 36, and it says here, غدوها شهر ورواحها شهر. So the distance by noon, it's a month journey, and by afternoon is a month journey. Like, you know, it take 1 month in our time to go to the same place, which he can go there by noon time. And to Suleiman, he have divers who they are the devils. The devils, they die for Suleiman, which is true. Muhammad trying to explain why Suleiman was so wealthy, because simply he had the devils diving for him, getting all the jewels from the, you know. Suleiman, let's say Suleiman, he want to eat lobster. What he do? He ordered the devil, hey devil, go and get me lobster. Lobster, the devil, man is so fast, the devil. He go right away, he got lobster. In his way searching for lobster, he found some diamond. He grabbed them, he bring them back to Suleiman. Suleiman, he go and he sell them to the Jews. But Suleiman is a Jew. Yeah, exactly, brother. True story. I don't know why people, they are not accepting Islam. And then Suleiman, those who disobey him or don't do good job from the shaitan, who don't do diving or do the work, you see, and they retrieve pearls and jewels, etc. Like, what is killing me is the etc. I wish he can continue to tell us what more, etc. See, etc. here cover like lobster, shrimp, you name it, you know. So retrieve pearls, jewels, gold, diamonds, etc. lobster, okay, no problem. And then every shaitan, every kind of a builder, shaitan, they build for him. The guy, he don't hire contractors, he don't use a human being to build for him palaces. Shaitan, they build for him. And then after they finish their work, some of them, they just do wrong. So Suleiman, he put them in the chains. He put them in jail. Like, you, Shaitan, why this rock is not so smooth? Didn't I order you to smooth it? Put him in jail. So he put Shaitan in jail. All right. But this is not all the story. We have to go to more places to see what's happening. See, we are reading here from chapter 21, verse number 78, verse number 82. We need to go to a different place. Chapter 27, the ant chapter. You see, when you read the Quran, it's like a zoo. The elephant, the ant, the spider, I mean, you name it. So in the ant chapter, there is a story about a bird. His name is Hupu. Hupu. I don't know how many of you don't, or if you don't know what Hupu is. Let me search for a picture for it. All right. So this is the picture of the bird the Quran is speaking about. According to Muhammad's story, which he stole from the fairy tales the Jews they tell it to their friends. Muhammad, as you know, as usual, he's a fool. You know, he hear the Jews telling their kids a story. He take it seriously, and he put it in the Quran. So according to Muhammad, this is a minister. This was one of the minister of Solomon. Now, if you think about it, if you want to be honest, we should be honest, even though we are kuffar. Kuffar cannot be honest. The Quran says so, right? So even if you are a kafir, you don't believe in this, you have to admit that there is something true about this. Look, have you ever watched a movie of the Roman, how the Roman, like the commander, the general in the army, he have those things in the top of his head? Okay, now explain to me, if this guy is not a minister for the king, why he have them in the top of his head? Hello? Obviously, he is very important figure. So Prophet of Allah, Prophet Muhammad, he is telling the truth. Otherwise, I challenge any of you to explain to me why he have those in the top of his head. Why the chicken doesn't have the same? See? No answer. Got you busted. So this guy, he was the minister of irrigation. He's what? He is the minister of irrigation. Actually, in Arabic it says muhandis. He's not only a minister, he is an engineer. How we can prove that this is what the Muslim believe? Maybe Christian Prince is lying. Well, this is Ibn Kathir. Chapter 27, verse number 20. This is a translation made by the Muslims, presented by them, posted by them, fabricated by them, because the English translation, as I told you, have nothing to do with the Arabic. They cover a lot of lies, and we will show you the difference between the Arabic one and the English one. It says here from Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, which Muhammad named as the scholar of Islam, and he is the first source to learn from, that the Hupu was an expert. You see, he translated the word engineer or minister, who used to show Sulaiman where water was if he was out in the open land and he needed water. So let us say the Hudhud is like a satellite system, you know. He go high, and then like his eyes can go through the ground, and he can tell you under the ground where is the water. The Hupu would look for water for him in a various strata of earth. Just as a man look for things on the surface of the earth, he would know just how far below the surface the water was. Not only he can see the water underneath, he can even tell you how many meters down, how many foot. This story reminds me of Erdogan saying he discovered gas in the Black Sea because the country is going corrupt, going bankrupt. So he's trying to cool people down. 2 years from now, he will say, "Oh, the Hudhud was wrong. there's no gas." Just wait 2 years from now, and you will see. So the Hudhud, brother, he can tell you the water under the ground, okay, and he can tell you how deep it is. Aha! When the Hoopoe showed him where the water was, Suleiman would command the jinn to dig. So the Hoopoe find where to dig, the jinn they dig. The Hoopoe, he put his beak, he said, there, huh? Here. He mark it for them. And then the jinn, by the way, Hoopoe we speak to Suleiman too, because Suleiman, he speaks the language of the birds. But yet he understands the language of the ants. But the ants are deaf and they are mute. Don't question. So he tells the jinn to dig, and they dig looking for water. This is a true story. I don't know how many of you are sitting down. I mean, if I am you, I will stand up and show respect and say, wow. I don't know what kind of wow is enough to cover this. This is a big wow. Those people looking for oil, using sensors, satellite, blah, 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 sound, echo, right, blah, 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 all those garbage stuff. All what you need is the Hoopoe of Suleiman. He can tell you even not only where, how deep it is. So Suleiman, then he commanded the jinn to dig in that place until they brought water from the depth of the earth. One day, Suleiman went to some open land and he checked the birds, but he could not see the Hoopoe. If. The Hoopoe is missing. I mean, I'm really so disappointed. Put yourself in the shoes of Solomon, brother. And you are a king who have millions of soldiers from birds, because birds are soldiers too, and we can show you that. And then you go and you find one of your ministers, Mr. Hoopoe, is not there. I mean, how disgusting that is, and how, imagine you don't find a minister. I mean, this is a corruption. Where is the guy? This is Zulkarnain calling. Usually I am the one who call him. So, I think he's listening. Hello? Christian Prince, I'm warning you. You are not reading the word correctly, and the story is not exactly what you are saying. Okay, well, Zakir Naik, you tell me what the story is saying. And by the way, you are watching us right now? Christian Prince, I don't watch your program. I don't listen to you because you are a liar. Okay, so how you know we are talking about? So we are talking about what? You are talking about the Hudud. So how you know we are talking about the Hudud if you are not watching? I'm not going to tell you. It's secret. The Hudud told you? Exactly. Okay, so what do you think about this story? The Hudhud, he find water, and the genie, they dig for it. Christian Prince, we are talking about the unseen. And because it's unseen, we cannot talk about something is unseen. Okay, what unseen mean? People don't speak Arabic. But you don't speak Arabic too, right? Exactly. I don't speak Arabic, but I can say the word for you. So what unseen mean? Unseen mean, let me check the dictionary. Okay. Unseen, according to Google, is something we cannot see. Okay. So how do you know that the story is not true? So because we cannot see it happening, that means it is not true. Yeah, this is not a good logic. I agree with you. But okay, but we have the bird right now. I mean, why the bird is not doing the same as before? First of all, this bird is different. He is the command of the bird. And every time in history, there is one person who can't repeat him. As example, can you repeat Hitler? No. Exactly. Can you repeat Napoleon? No. Can you repeat Trump? No. Exactly. So I get you busted. Okay, but hold on. This bird, as I know, when we were kids, we can hunt him by putting some seed in the ground and cover it by little dust, and I cover the trap for him by dust, by dirt, and he come to eat the seeds, and we trap him, we capture him. So how come he can see the water, but he cannot see the trap? Good friend. That is a question you should not answer. Well, why I cannot ask? Because simply nobody knows how Allah do things. But I'm talking about the bird. If this bird can see under the ground, how come he don't see the trap? You know, we make a trap for him, and then we cover the trap with some dirt. We put some seed in the top. He come to eat it, and then he is captured. So he can see down in the ground, and he cannot see the trap. Good friend. First of all, this is a lie. Hudhud can see the trap, and he has no proof that is true. Okay, hold on. This is Ibn Kathir saying that a person, his name, actually they are not mentioning his name here. Let us see. No, yeah, they are mentioning his name. Ibn Abdullah ibn Abbas told a similar story among the people. Was a man from Al-Khawarij whose name was Nafi ibn al-Azraq, who often used to raise objection to Ibn Abbas. He said to him, stop. Look, this guy, he used the same word I used. Stop, O Ibn Abbas. You will be defeated in the argument today. Ibn Abbas said, why, Nafi? Why? He said, you are telling me, you are telling us that the hippo can see the water beneath the ground, but any boy can put some seed in a trap and cover the trap with some dirt, and the hippo will come and take the seed, so the boy can catch him in the trap. Are you there, Ibn Abbas? Zakir Naik? Christian Prince, first of all, this story is fabricated. And it's not exist in Ibn Kathir. And I challenge you to show it to me. It's on the screen. I'm telling you, I challenge you to show it to me. It's on the screen. It's in Ibn Kathir. Open Ibn Kathir, the chapter we are reading, the interpretation, and this is your translation. Christian Prince, I am telling you that this is the fabrication made by you. It's not true. Can you open Ibn Kathir and read for me? First of all, you are stupid and you don't know even how to speak English. How you can say open Ibn Kathir? Are you going to open Ibn Kathir? What do you mean? You should say open the book of Ibn Kathir. And now I'm going to show everybody that your English is stupid, your Arabic is stupid, and you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. Don't open Ibn Kathir, open the book of Ibn Kathir. You cannot escape. We are stuck with this. How in the world you say to the people, open Ibn Kathir? You are teaching violence, and you are asking your followers to open Ibn Kathir, open and cut him by the knife. No, man, come on, Ibn Kathir is dead. What can I open him with a knife? I mean, the guy is dead hundreds of years ago. Christian Prince, I have witnessed it. It's recorded. We are going to report you to the FBI. To the FBI. You mean the FBI? Exactly. For what? You said open Ibn Kathir. This is a crime, this is violence. So Zakir, let us go back to the story of the boy who covered the seed, who covered the trap, and he put the seed and he captured the hippo. So what we will do for this story? I told you the story. First of all, let us go to Ibn Kathir. Why you said open Ibn Kathir? Come on, Zakir, let's finish the topic. You are trying to escape the scandal, and I'm going to get you busted. But this is not our topic now. Forget about open Ibn. Okay, close Ibn Kathir. Don't open Ibn Kathir. But the story in front of you says that I don't care. You said Ibn Kathir, and you said open Ibn Kathir, and I have witnesses. I'm going to call Dr. Yasir Qadhi, and he will say to you that the narrative have holes. What? The narrative have holes. What narrative? Well, you know, Zakir, I think the Quran have holes too. Any Muslim have a comment? Forget about Zakir Naik. So as you see here, a guy, smart Arab, he got Ibn Abbas and the lies of Muhammad busted. So how this bird, he can see from the sky the water deep in the ground, but then a little boy, he can trap him, fool him, and cover the trap in some dirt, and he put some seed in the top, and the bird don't see it. Look what Ibn Abbas, he said to the guy. Ibn Abbas said, if it was not for the fact that this man would go and tell others that he had defeated Ibn Abbas in argument, I would not even answer. Oh, so he answered him. Yeah, he refuted him. Look what he said. Then he said to Nafi', we to you, when the degree strike a person, his eyes became blind and lose all caution. What? The guy got scared. He's cursing him now. Then the guy, he said, oh, okay, I swear by Allah, I will never question the Quran again. Did you see it? Nafi' said, after he says, we to you. This is how he refuted him. Allah destroy you, hell to you, you go to hell. And when the degree strike a person, his eyes became blind. The guy, he got scared, terrified, like, okay, by Allah, I will never dispute with you concerning anything in the Quran. And this is how Ibn Abbas, he won the argument. Oh boy. Oh mommy. Oh mommy, mommy blue. Oh mommy blue. Oh mommy. But anyway, the story continue. But you see here, I don't see really. I mean, the guy, he cut the story. Where is the rest of the story in English? It's gone. Did I miss something? Hold on. Okay, let me see. I don't know. I'm not seeing the English telling the whole story. Let's see if we can find the story. You see, in English, they disappear. So we have to look for it. Maybe we have to use English translation, because obviously they are hiding the story. I mean, there's way more details in Ibn Kathir itself about this madness. Okay, let us see where we can find it. Give me a minute. See, this is why it's very important to know the language of this garbage cult. Because if you don't know, you are limited in what they show you here in English. So they can take off, they can delete, they can add, they can do whatever they want, they can fabricate translation, they can do whatever they want. Let us see here, hold on. Let's see. You believe it or not, I'm searching for the reference. Do you know where I found the reference? I found it in the library of the CIA. It disappeared from the Muslim website. It is appearing in the CIA website. Look, let me show you. If you don't believe me. Do you see? It says CIA library. CIA.government. Shall we click? Do you want to read it from the CIA? The Muslim will say, wouldn't accept me. Come on. Let us show it from their books. Hold on. But actually, and the CIA, it's the Islamic books too. You know, but it's a CIA at the end of the day. Let us see here. Man. Oh boy. Oh mommy. Where is Ibn Kathir? I'm trying to find Ibn Kathir, the story, because Muslims, they like Ibn Kathir, so we have to find Ibn Kathir. Let us see this website. All right, this is which one? This is Al-Baghawi. Let us see Ibn Kathir. Anyway, this will do. I mean, it's okay. Let us show this. I mean, it doesn't matter really where it is. At the end of the day, it's the same garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. So let us see here. Where it is. Okay, let's use this website here. This is Tafsir al-Baghawi, which is the master of Ibn Kathir. And we will use Google Translation in order to be able to read it, you know, because simply I can't find it in English. What I can do, they took it off, and because we cannot find it in English, we have to use Google Translation. Let me see this one here. Give me a second, because I should be able to find it. Okay, well, we will do it here then. So translate into English. Translate into English. Read with me. Again, this is the official government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is the official website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It says here, well, you know, we mentioned the story about the bird who find the water, right? Okay, we are done with this. We will not repeat it. The reason for the absence of the hippo was, according to the scholars, mentioned that Solomon, when he finished building the holy house, Muslims, where was the holy house? If the one who built the Aqsa is Solomon, why you claim that this is yours? Is that the Aqsa? Is that the temple? What is that? So he determined to go out of sanctuary land and prepare for march. He occupied with him the jinn and the human, the demon and the birds and monsters. Monsters? Yes, brother. And his camp reached 100 of, I don't know how to say this word, you know, it's like it's a word they used to use in the old days for measurement. Let us see what this thing is equal for.
League.
League. But what is the length of it according to the English? 3 miles. Each one of them is a 3 miles. You see, 3 miles. Here it says, I don't know this is true or not. So it says here the league is a 3 miles. So hundreds of leagues. This is how big the army of Suleiman, brother and sister. The army of Suleiman started in Jerusalem, and in the end of the world. And this is a true story. And his army contained chickens, birds, bark, 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 turkey, beast, lions, wolves, genie, everything, monsters. All right. And when he, when he like he leave, Allah he support him and he tell him where to stay. And Suleiman, brother, he used to slaughter 5,000 camel every day. Where? In his place in Mecca. Like where? Where? So the house he built is not in Jerusalem, the house is in Mecca. Suleiman used to live in Mecca, brother. He slaughtered 5,000 camel, 5,000 bulls, and 20,000 sheep. Brother. I mean, this is bigger than my breakfast. I don't eat breakfast anyway, but only, I mean, are you sure? Don't you think this is a very small number? He slaughtered 5,000 camel. This is every day in his house in Mecca. And he slaughtered 5,000 bulls and 20,000 sheep. No chickens. Alhamdulillah. We are chicken free today. I mean, yet those kuffar, brother, they deny the beauty of Islam. They deny it. They run from this, right? They run from the truth. How you do that? How dare you? What's wrong with you? Don't we agree that those people, they have a problem? The kuffar, they are not accepting such a wonderful, beautiful story? Anyway, the story get more complicated, and we need more episode to control this. I mean, to report to you such a beautiful story. I mean, how many of us don't wish to be Suleiman at that time with all this guy he slaughter every morning? Where? In Mecca. What he slaughtered? 5,000 camel. 5,000 bulls, and 20,000 sheep. As I know, you cannot even grow bulls in Mecca. I mean, this is desert. You cannot. They cannot grow there. They will die from the heat of the desert. There is no enough water, and they are not fit to live there. This is why the camel live there. What is that? Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? We will stop here, and we will be accepting calls from Muslims. Let me open my Skype. Give me a second. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us and tell us what he think about this amazing story? If he really believe in it? I like to see the response of the Muhammadan, the one who worship Muhammad and his prophet Allah. All right. We are logging in, and bingo, we are in Skype. If you are a Muslim, you'd like me to put your live on air, just give me a call, give me a text, please, not a call. So we don't have many people calling in the same time. Text me, and I will call you back. Don't say to me hi, just tell me, call me please, I'm a Muslim. You have to say I'm a Muslim. If you are a Christian, I will not call you. Any Muslim? Mayday, Mayday. Who is a Muslim? He can agree with those stories. Anyone? After we finish and we go offline, you will see the Muslim posting comment, you are a liar, this is stupid, this you know nobody will believe you, blah 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 blah. I am showing you everything. We can hear, we are sharing the links, we are sharing the stories. Here we go. I will copy the link in front of you. All right, and I will post it for you, and you can click at Google Translation by your own, and you read. Just a click, open it in Google browser, click at translate, change it to the language you wish, any language you like. This is your Islamic official website of Saudi Arabia, government website. And those are your scholars. We are showing you Ibn Kathir, you know, whatever. Anyone? I mean, if you are a proud Muslim, I don't see a reason for you not to call and say, I agree. And tell us how you agree, why. What do you think? Anyone? We are trying to understand how you as a Muslim, you come to us and you say Islam is the truth. How truthful those stories are. How truthful that Suleiman, he have a flying carpet. How truthful that his army was thousands and thousands of miles, not hundreds, because here it says 100 of league, which each one of them is a 3 mile. Anyone? My Skype is open. If there is anyone he think he have answers for us, I will be happy to take you. Just to speak to us nicely, please. Don't curse, don't use bad language, and don't shout. We have supposedly somebody told me about a Muslim from Somalia. He would like to talk to me. If this person, he is willing to call, no problem. We can even change the subject, no problem. us text the person. Anyone? Someone saying he is an ex-Muslim, he wanna call. Well, if there's no Muslim, we can take an ex-Muslim, why not? Let us see. As long as we are out of customers. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Okay, well, we hear nothing. Are you there? All right, I will hang up. Maybe you have difficulty. Call me back if it's working. Who is a Muslim? He have something to say to us. Who wanna prove us wrong that Islam is false? Anyone? He is not a free. He cannot call now. No problem. Okay, we have caller again. Hello?
Hey, Christian friend. How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, my friend.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do. So you're an ex-Muslim?
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. If you can speak louder, please. I'm saying, are you an ex-Muslim? Hello?
Connection, man.
Hello? Do you hear me?
Okay.
Listen to me from Skype, not from YouTube. Okay, well, it's not working. We have a guy, his name is Harris. He keeps saying too many Christians here, he keep repeating that. Harris, don't come here again without your dad, okay? Next time you come here, bring your parents with you. We don't have place for kids. You post it first time, second time, third time. One more time you post this, we will block you. Yeah, what I can do, I mean, he tried, but it's not working. Let's try one more time. Too many Christians here. Too many Christians here. You know? I mean, you are not worried about too many balls. 5,000 balls, 20,000 sheep, and this is all for every morning.
Hello?
Yes, my friend, go ahead. You are live on air.
Hello?
You hear me?
Hey, Christian friend. How you doing, brother?
I'm fine. So you are an ex-Muslim, my friend?
Yes, I just wanted to thank you, first of all, for your work. I'm an
Oh, his connection is bad. My friend, before you call me, please say inshallah. It's not going to work if you don't say inshallah. Don't you see what happened to Solomon? He wanted to have sex with 99 women so he can have a lot of kids for jihad in the morning. He forgot to say inshallah. Allah give him have a child. Half. Say inshallah before you call me. Come on. Yeah, it's okay. He's an ex-Muslim and he's listening to us. Good try them. Any Mohammedan? If you want to know why electricity never come in the Middle East, because you call the electric company. They say, hey, assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. Hey, brother, the electricity is gone in our area. Can you come and fix it, please? Brother, inshallah, we will fix it. And that means go sleep, don't call us again. There's a guy, he took a picture of him next to a hole in the road in front of his house when he was a kid. And then he took a picture for the same hole when he is 35 years old. Still there. The same hole in the street. He took it when he was very young, kid, and then he took the picture selfie when he is 35, almost 40. The same hole is still there. Why? Because inshallah we will fix it. That is the Middle East. Any Muhammadan? People keep saying to me, this guy, what his name, Insan, he died. My friend, okay, he died, what we can do? I mean, if I am him, and if I'm a Muslim, I trust my Prophet, I will eat 7 ajwa a day, drink camel urine, I will never die. It's his fault. If he's practicing the advice of the Prophet, he will never die from poisoning. He have a food poisoning, as some people say. I know it's true or not. Eat 7 ajwa. Very simple. I mean, why people don't do that? Says we have missed call. Where is the missed call? I can't find it. The Skype is stupid, really. You know, you don't find it. Okay, here we go. You know, I don't know who's calling. Mizari want to call me? Where is Mizari? Why he don't call? I don't know. I'm trying to call anyone who tried to call us. This name is not even a Christian, not even a Muslim. Because it said to me, God bless you. I mean, the last call we missed. So not even a single Abdul, he have the courage and the knowledge. He want to debate me about science of the Quran. I mean, this guy, he don't even have high school. He is not qualified to work as a driver for a taxi. And yet he want to debate the Christians. He don't know how to read this book. This guy is a, you know, a mental illness. This is the same guy who agreed that his prophet had boom boom with the goat. You remember? He agreed. Go and see the Muslim articles. He said to me, is it better? The prophet he had boom boom with the goat, isn't it better than the Bible says smash the head of the babies? This guy is mentally ill, you know. Don't take him seriously. He's a kid. He's a kid, but he's old. We want the real ones, not those kids. Any Muhammadan? And by the way, he can call too. I mean, we can have a laugh. I mean, doesn't hurt. As you see, we are desperate for a customer. Not even one fish today. I mean, that's not right. No fish? Sound fishy for me. Call Zata Mogalore. Okay, where I can find Zata Mogalore? Why this Zata don't call me? Are the channels still Arabian Prophet? Yeah, see, some people they are not following. Still people, they are confused about where to find me, where to follow me. Sound not good, CP? What do you mean sound not good? Is my voice as good or not? Come on, I have a voice like David. When I sing, the birds stop. The birds stop? Yes, brother. True story. Any Muslim? Okay, any half Muslim? If we can't get a full one, I mean, it's okay. Like Shia Muslim? Any Shia Muslim? Ahmadiyya Muslim? What happened? We are out of them? My mobile phone is searching for connection. What mobile phone? I don't use mobile phone. We are Arab. We use our own system. You know, many people, they have a wrong understanding about how great we are. As an example, who is the greatest in the English language in history? Talk about, like, you know, like new in the Shakespeare. But many people will not say to you that Shakespeare is a Muslim and he's an Arab and his real name is Sheikh Isber. Yes, brother. My mic is Morse code. Okay. Ex-Muslim here. Well, I'm trying to get Muslims. So what now? We are out of them? What happened? I mean, why it's so dry today? What happened, man? What happened? Flying carpet, hudhud. You know, when I was a kid, I was looking at this hudhud and I was saying to myself, no way that this guy is a normal person. He have to be high rank. You know? And always you notice people who have high rank, or let us say creatures, they have a special, like, okay, hold on. Do you see those banners in his wings? If you watch any movie, you see those who they are in the army. If you've ever been in the army before, they have the same. Every one of those is a rank, you know. And then if you count with me, how many like those things in the top of his head, you might think they are feather. By the way, they are not feather. Those are made from fabric. Allah, He put it there. This is called fabricina, fabricated by Allah. This is true story. So the fabric which is fabricated by Allah, the same as the story fabricated by Muhammad, proven to us that those are not normal creatures. Those are high rank creatures, and this is explained why he was the minister in the cabinet of Joe Biden. Come on, man. Hey, Joe Biden, why he have a long peak? Come on, man. Don't be junky. Joe Biden, what this? Why this guy? Okay, Joe Biden, what do you do about solution for oil in USA if you are supporting the liberal and you are one of them, that we will go oil free? So what we will do? Come on, man. Are you junky? Are you stuck with this? What is the answer? Any Mohammedan have anything to say? Shall we call Joe Biden? He introduced to us the Prophet Muhammad. He said the Prophet Muhammad is saying, if the Prophet, he said, if you see something wrong, change it by your hand. If you cannot by your hand, change it by your voice, your lips. If you cannot change it by your lips, change it in your heart. The stupid Joe Biden, he is asking ISIS to kill us. This is what the whole, because change it by your hand, you know. According to Muslims, all of us, we are wrong. So he is saying to them, change it by your hand. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything? Last call before we log out of Skype. Oh, somebody. She has a bad Wi-Fi and she is blocked. Well, she is blocked because she had a bad Wi-Fi anyway. So what I would talk to her. Can you tell us Sahaba of Muhammad deceived the king of Ethiopian and Najash and Nabash? Well, this is a different story. We can talk about it a different time. Today we want to experience this. I mean, we have a problem here. Don't you see flying carpet? I mean, we want to land down. Until now we are flying, my friend. Who is the one want to help us with this problem? Hub hud hud hud. He find water. The kid, he can trap him, he can capture him, but yet he can find water down deep in the earth. Flying carpet can carry all the kingdom of Sulaiman. Genies. Oh, hold on. Did you learn the story about Sulaiman? What happened to him later? Do you know that Shaitan, he had boom boom with his wives? Brother, thank to Allah, I am not Sulaiman. Do you know that Shaitan, he took the ring of Solomon when he went to the bathroom, and he wear it, and he took the shape of Solomon, and then he started doing boom boom with the wife of Solomon? Brother? And how the wife of Solomon, they noticed that this is not Solomon. He looked the same. Brother, Allah is wonderful, brother. When the wives of Solomon, they start having boom boom with the Shaitan who look like Solomon, they notice that his private part is functioning so good. Like, wow. And they said to themselves, what happened to our husband? How come his boom boom is so good? I mean, our husband just yesterday, hardly he can say hello. Today he don't stop. I mean, brother, this is amazing, brother. Can you believe it that this is what the Muslims, they teach their kids, and this is what they have in their books? The wives of Solomon, they notice that the one is doing boom boom to them is Shaitan. No way this is the husband, because of how good he is. He don't need to take a break. Next. Next. Hey husband, do you want to take a food? You want to take a nap? No, take a nap for what? Next. Hey husband, you know, we see fire coming there. Is that okay? Stop talking. Just do as we do. Okay, it's night. Don't you want to sleep? Stop. Don't tell me what to do. I'm your husband. Take it off. This is really religion. And they say to you, Islam is so good, brother. You should. Islam and science. Islam and science. And by the way, the wife of Solomon, anyone knows who is she? She was half genie, half a human. I want to get a wife like this. Half genie, half a human. You know, like let us say we are walking next to McDonald's and we have no money. She's half genie, she can go invisible. She can grab the McDonald's, come out, and we pay nothing for it. Unbelievable. That's fun. The police stop us for speeding. He want to give me a ticket. I let her drive. He look at the driver's seat. There's nobody there. He go crazy. He run in his motorcycle and you don't give us a ticket. That's fun, man. And this half genie woman, she cut the head of a king. If by what? By using her shoes. I'm telling you, women's shoes are dangerous. And many of you naive men, sorry to say, you don't believe me. You think I'm joking? They are dangerous. That you might think the woman, she don't have a gun with her, you know, like, okay, so I'm safe, huh? Good luck for you. Good luck for you, friend. You have no idea what those women, they can do with their shoe. They chew you. This is why you notice that women, you know, like, I mean, look, okay, I will show you, I will tell you a story. This is a true story. This guy, he just get married, huh? And this is her wearing her wedding dress before the middle of the night. He was two pieces. He asked his security, because he's a very important person, to check her out if she have any weapon with her or anything, you know. There's nothing. No guns, no knives, nothing. Only shoes. She killed him with her shoe. One hit in his head, the high heels come from his ears. And people asking me why I'm not getting married. Like, are you kidding me? Do you understand the situation? I mean, don't you understand the situation? What's wrong with people? Why people are naive? We advise them, they don't listen. And what, they go and get married. Okay, he got married, here we go. And the second day he come back and he have like a big bandage in his head. This is if you are lucky, because she is not wearing the shoes which is used for killing. You see, this is the shoes for killing. This is the shoes for hitting. See, it is not so deep at the end. You need, I need to take a class. I mean, to give you a class about shoes and dangerous. You know, how to recognize a killer shoes from like less you know, harm shoes. True story. Any Muslim? This is not a very common situation. What not very common situation? Are you kidding me? Watch any movie, see how women right away they use their shoes. They throw it at the guy and the guy he flee. You know? It's like RPG in the, you know, in the world of women. This is the RPG, you know? Like otherwise I challenge you to tell me why they are wearing those high heel shoes. I mean, what the purpose of them? You see, here we go. We got you busted. I can't explain it. Do we have any Abdul? To remind people about how to find our program, because you might watch this video in different place. As you see in the screen, we have Patreon link. Always you can log there, and you can make an account, or even without making an account. Christian Prince, patreon.com/Christian Prince, and you will find my last link I posted in YouTube. You will be able to join us, because we might change the location of live streaming. You know, Muslims, they don't like what we do, for it's very embarrassing for the cult of Muhammad, and they try to stop us as much as they can. Sometimes they use their shoes, but not always at work. Female shoes. Oh boy. You know, if you go in the store, you will see even they put the shoes for you like in a table by itself, and you wonder why it is there by itself. Brother, those are special shoes. What other story, animal about we have all the story. Okay, how many of you heard the story of the spider? The Muslim telling you the spider who hid Prophet Muhammad in the cave. What if I say to you, we cannot find the story of the spider anywhere? It's fabricated. But every single Muslim, he repeat the story for you. This is a true story. When the kuffar, they tried to attack the Prophet, he went inside the cave. And the reason they stopped going inside the cave, because they saw the web of the spider. Okay, who is a Muslim listening to me? He want to show me the story where we can find it. No Muslim is trying to call. No text, nothing. Okay, we have somebody else here trying to talk. For some reason, Tappy, when I click at that chat for that person, this Don't send me people. This woman, she is blocked. I don't want to talk to Muslim women, to be honest with you. Last time we spoke to one of them, we quote for her what Muhammad, he said, suckle me. The Muslim, they made a scandal out of it. Coward. They cut and edit my video. What is that? Don't text me and ask me which channel is your cherry channel. I am here, follow us. If you don't like it, like it. If you don't like it, that's it. I'm not going to answer everybody, you know. I mean, we make videos telling people how to come, and still people want to text me which, you know, come on. Anyone? Okay, let's take this spider off the screen. It's not a pleasant picture. Let us put for you something nicer. Something more appealing, you know, especially for those who they are at night time, you know. All right, we found something more appealing, and we can support this story with the story from the hadith. Prophet Muhammad, he discovered that a bunch of Jews became rats. Anyone remember the story? How Muhammad, he support his idea or the proof? He found that there is certain rats, all of them, they don't drink camel milk. Because of that, obviously, those rats, they were Jews. And look, yes, look, he's drinking Starbucks, and by the way, Starbucks owned by the Jews. This explains everything. This is explain everything. So the Prophet, once, he come with a conclusion, which is a genius if you think about it. But you cannot think about it because you're a kafir. All right? So he noticed, because he is super smart and he observed, not like normal people, you know. So he was observing the behavior of rats, and he noticed that the rats don't drink camel milk, but they drink normal milk, like sheep milk. So he said to himself, it's like Einstein, you know Einstein? You remember Einstein when he got like, I got it. So the Prophet said a group of Israelites were lost, nobody knows what they did, but I do not see them except that we're cursed and changed into rats. I mean, hold on, Muhammad. A second ago, Suleiman, he have a flying carpet. He have demons. The Muslims don't believe in demons, they believe in jinn. Jinn, shaitan, all this mad stuff, and they are you know, serving the Jews, and now the Jews became rats. Are you sure? Yes, brother. And now Muhammad, look, he's a person of reasoning. He's not like the Muslim today. He reasoned with you. I would love to have Muhammad to call me. So he said, 4. I love it when the Prophet, he say 4. Look at the reasoning. That's a genius. 4. If you put the milk of a she-camel in the front of a rat, it will not drink it. But if the milk of a sheep, put it in the front of it, it will drink it. Like, hello, bingo. I mean, you tell me, if the Prophet is not a genius, how he come to this conclusion? But we can measure this to everything. Okay, a donkey don't drink whiskey. Muhammad, he don't drink whiskey. Does that mean donkey is Muhammad? What is that? I mean, this is the most stupid argument ever. Actually, this is mean that camel milk is not healthy. And yes, United Nations warned from drinking camel milk. It's very dangerous. The cholesterol is bad. The quality is bad. Viruses, diseases, big problem. And you know what? Animals, they can tell you what is right to eat or not. As an example, if you have a food in the fridge, but you are not sure this food will cause food poisoning. Because it doesn't smell bad. Do you know how you can tell? If you have a cat, give her a little of the food. If she ate it, it means it's fine. If she did not, don't eat it. Do you know that? Animals, they can sense what we cannot sense. For they have a special ability in their nose. They can smell damage in the food. And look here. The Muslims, they say they follow Moses. Right? They claim that Moses was a Muslim. The rats are following Moses according to Muhammad. They are Orthodox Jews. Okay, so why you are drinking she milk camel? If the order of Moses not to drink the she camel milk, why it is lawful for you? Do you see how this book get Muhammad busted and everything? Islam is made by a stupid for the one who don't want to use his brain. Flying carpet, hood, all this garbage. And now rats. You know, the first time me as an Arab, I was thinking, like first time I saw a person, he have blue eyes. So I said to myself, why he have a blue eyes? Why he have a blue eyes? And then I got it. This is why you always hear me saying in a song, it says, oh mommy, mommy blue, oh mommy blue. Because they sing, oh mommy blue. I mean, the logic is very simple. You sing it, you get it. And this is what I'm trying to do, by the way. I'm singing, oh mommy blue. So maybe one day I will open my eyes and they will be blue. If you say, oh mommy red, your eyes will become like a rabbit. Unless somebody hit you in your eye. Or you cry. I mean, this is logical. I mean, you don't need to be genius. What's wrong with people? Why people don't use their brain? Jasmine, you did not get it. You did not get what? Well, okay, your name is Molly. How you will get it? Jasmine Molly. Okay, don't you know that the Prophet, he have a mole in his back? And this was the seal of the prophethood? He got a mole. Do you have a mole? Yeah, maybe. Well, the Prophet, he have a mole. And that mole is a seal of the prophets. Exactly, this is what Christian Prince he says. If a fool can, like Muhammad, can fool you, how fool are you? People, they correct me, they say we should say how foolish. No, I say how fool. Because foolish is doing something foolish. Fool is who you are. It's like you are stuck with it. The prophet, the brother, have a mole, and this is the seal of the prophethood. Brother, where is the mole? I mean, how in the world the sign of a prophethood is in the back? Why he don't put it in the front? So now what Muhammad, when he go to a place, he have to take off his clothes to show him the mole? I have a mole. I have a mole. Do you have a mole like me? What you will say? You as a kafir, you cannot answer the prophet. He have a mole. What you say to him? Oh mommy, his mole is blue. Oh mommy, blue. He will blow your mind with his wisdom and, you know, and his mole. Yeah, Muhammad, he went in the top of the... by the way, it doesn't say that he have wings, right? It says Allah, he sent him al-buraq, which is an animal between a mule and a donkey. Let us see the hadith. So Muhammad, no, he don't have really any flying things, and he don't control it. I mean, it was one time deal, supposedly Allah sent him this mule. And as usual, there's no witnesses. See here it says, this is the story about the mule, where they cut his chest and they took his testicles off and they wash it, and his heart and his liver, blah blah blah. Here it says, and then I was brought a white beast, which is called al-buraq, bigger than a donkey, smaller than a mule. You see it? True story. True story. All right, I'm going to log off Skype, or let us say we will not take any call, because we did not get any call anyway. All right. Please, when you text me, don't share your phone number with me. There's no need. Don't share any private information. I will never ask you for any. All right. Let us see. Anyone? All right. Today is Sunday, and you know, it's wonderful to see something wise, not see something foolish, right? I cannot find something wise when I read the Quran. I cannot find something wise when I read anything about Muhammad. All what I see, a person who is weird, superstition, stupid stories, and me, whose God gave him a brain, as all of us as a human. I refuse to accept to be stupid. I will not accept for a second to be a fool. For God, He gave us all what we need to recognize the right and the wrong, especially after He shared His word with us. One of my favorite chapters in the Bible, or let us say, I find it very inspiring for me, is Matthew chapter 7. After all the garbage we showed you in Islamic cult, I don't know if we have a Muslim. Somebody is calling. I hope he's a Muslim. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, brother.
Are you a Muslim, my friend?
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to call you higher because I opened your book.
Okay.
And you said that all the names of Allah, they start by Al, which is wrong. I want you to apologize for lying.
Okay. Or the name of Allah. What is the name of Allah start with?
Not all of them start with Al.
Give me an example.
Dhul Jalali wal Ikram.
You just said Al-Jalalain. You just said Al-Jalalain.
No, Dhul Jalali wal Ikram.
Zu, it says the one. What is the name? What is the name? What is the word? Dhu is, it says the one. So Al-Jalalain is his name.
No.
What? No, you just said, you are the one saying to me, Dhul Jalalain. Dhu is the word mean the one. The one with what? Al-Jalalain. So this is what the description is, Al-Jalalain. So you get yourself busted.
No, you said in your book that all
no problem. I just got you busted. You are the one who picked up the name to prove me wrong, supposedly. And you got yourself busted. Al-Jalalain, Al-Azim, Al-Rahman. Allah itself starts
There is
with.
no such name as Al Jalalain first.
You just say.
There is no Al Jalalain.
You just said that, not me. Use Jalal. Use Dhul Jalal, right?
I said Dhul Jalali wal Ikram.
Yeah, Dhul Jalal. Okay, so Al Jalal. Isn't it starting? Isn't it start? Dhu is not the name. Dhu, it is describing who. Correct? What the word "dhu" in Arabic mean?
The one who has something.
Thank you very much. So it's not the name. Your God, his name is the one who has.
Who has Al Jalal wal Ikram.
Okay, but your God name, the one who has. This is his name, the one who has.
No, Dhul Jalali.
See, here we go. So Al Jalal. So the name of your God starts with the L. Thank you very much. And now listen. As long you are calling me and talking about a line in my book, can you tell me what the name? Why Allah saying that He is the one with the Dhul Jalal wal Ikram? What does that mean? Explain. Translate to the people so people can laugh.
Oh no, I'm not good in English.
What do you mean? Yeah, okay, explain to me in Arabic if you want. No problem. Because when you say He said He is the one with the Jalal and Ikram, Allah is saying that about Himself.
Yeah,
so why He's saying? So why He's saying it is He? He's talking about who? Why He don't say I am the one with the Jalal and Ikram? He's saying Dhul Jalali wal Ikram. So He's talking about somebody else.
When we cite the names of Allah, we say that He has Al Jalal and Ikram.
No problem. When you are saying to me, when you recite the name of Allah, but did Allah give you the names in the list and He told you this is my names? Or this is how you pick them up from the Quran and from the Hadith?
But they were picked up from the Quran and other sources.
Thank you. So Allah, He did not name Himself with such a thing. This is not a name. How that can be a name? Dhul Jalal wal Ikram is not even a name, because if it's a name, then I can call Him by that.
In your book.
No, my friend, I'm showing you in my book. I'm showing the Muslims that they have no idea what they are talking about. I'm asking you now, how you can call him Dhul Jalali wal Ikram? How that can be a name? Did Allah say my name is Dhul Jalali wal Ikram?
Oh, but if you open Islamic scriptures, you're going to find that God has 99 names.
My friend,
there is Dhul Jalali wal Ikram.
My friend, I'm asking you. You said Islamic scripture. This is a lie. Where is the scripture that says that Allah, He said that my name is etc. Can you show me the verse?
No, I can't. I don't know it.
Okay. No, I'm asking you. Did He say such as a thing that He is the one? His name is. I can say, okay, somebody is smart, but doesn't mean his name is smart. Correct? Do you agree?
I don't know that, but my point is, if you search, everybody knows that Allah has 99 names.
No, this is, first of all, this is a false statement, and I challenge any Muslim to show me the 99 names in the Quran, and then we will laugh. Or what Dhul Jalal, look what the verse saying. Look what the verse says. Look what the verse says. Chapter 55, verse number 27. It says, Dhul Jalali wal Ikram. Okay. Is that a name? No. It says, the translation, the face of the Lord, full of majesty, bounty, and honor. How this has become a name?
I don't know. I don't care. But in your book,
you care. No, so we got you busted, my friend. We got you busted in two things. Muslims, they lie when they say this is one of the names of Allah. I can find you that more than 70% of the names you call them names for Allah are not names, is a fabrication, because this cannot be a name. It's not.
Okay. And you should have written that in your book.
No, I'm showing you. No, I'm showing you. I'm showing you what you believe. No, you see, this is what I believe, but I am talking about your belief. I believe that whoever says Allah have 99 names is a fool, because it doesn't say such a thing. Where in the Quran Allah He says my name is the majesty, the bounty, the honor? He did not say that. It is you who went to the verse and you said okay, and you are the one who said to me, if you read Islamic scriptures you will find it says that. But I did read the Islamic scriptures. I could not find that it says that. It's just description. Those are not names. So you made them names. Now let me ask you, when Allah He was called Ar-Rahman, who called Him Ar-Rahman?
It's us. It's the scholars, I think, or maybe the prophets in some hadiths.
Okay. Is it true that you're a prophet? He received a letter from a person. His name is Ar-Rahman, Rahmanul Yamama, and then he like it, he copy it, and he says, okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Is that true? He start using the word Ar-Rahman after he stole it? Huh?
I don't know about this story.
Okay, read for me chapter 17, verse number 110. Can you please?
Yeah, sure, I'm gonna turn on my laptop now.
No problem.
One sec. It doesn't want to turn on, I'm gonna use the other one.
No problem. Can't you open your phone? Aren't you calling me from the phone? Search new phone, chapter 17.
Very slow on the phone, sorry.
Huh?
Okay, just a second. I'm on it.
No problem. Take your time. Actually, I want to thank this guy because he's a brave, not like other Muslims who they are scared to call and say, hey, Christian Prince, you are lying. I want to get you busted. At least he's a brave. You know? So I really welcome him.
Okay, you said chapter what?
Chapter 17, verse number 110.
Surah Isra. قُلْ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ أَوْ ادْعُوا الرَّحْمَنَ. Yeah.
Okay. So why they are questioning what is the story? Say I call him Allah or call him Ar-Rahman. Whatever you call him, all the names, the good names belong to Allah. What kind of an answer is that? Why they said that to him? The Arab, they start saying to Muhammad, who is Ar-Rahman? Who is Ar-Rahman? They were questioning him, why you are saying his name is Ar-Rahman? Now Muhammad is worshipping two gods. One, his name is Allah, and the other one, his name is Ar-Rahman. So what Muhammad, he answered him? He says, I call him Allah, or I call him Ar-Rahman. It doesn't matter. All good names belong to Allah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but you notice here that Muhammad, he spent half of his life did not use the word Ar-Rahman.
Half of his work.
This is the chapter of Isra. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. When chapter of Isra came down to him? When do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. So
No, I don't.
was it the first chapter in the Quran?
No.
Okay. So all the chapters came before it. Before he received this verse, he was not using Ar-Rahman because people they were surprised. If we go right now and read the interpretation, let's read together. Chapter 17, verse number 10. I will open your Islamic interpretation. We will go to the book. It's called Asbab al-Nuzul. All right. I'm sure you heard of it, right?
Asbab al-Nuzul, yes.
Yeah. So we will go to Asbab al-Nuzul and we will see what Asbab al-Nuzul say about this verse. Why this verse? What happened? You will notice that the people, they were questioning him. Why? Who is Allah? They never heard him saying Allah. So what happened now? Why he is calling him Allah? Suddenly Allah is exist. Sorry, Ar-Rahman. Sorry. Suddenly Ar-Rahman is exist in the names of a list of Muhammad, and he is saying things they never heard before. Which mean you're a prophet.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Which no, there's a problem because you Muslim in the beginning of every chapter you have Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So who is the one who add Ar-Rahman in front of every chapter if Muhammad never said that chapter before, never said that verse before, never said that name before?
Actually, the scholars do not agree that the Basmala is actually a part of the Quran.
Thank you very much. So you are agreeing now that the Quran is corrupt because the Basmala is not part of the Quran. You Muslim, you add it.
Of course, the Quran is not preserved. I agree.
Okay, so the Quran is not preserved. And now we find that Ar-Rahman was a hiding name for Allah all this time. Can you tell me why Muhammad never mentioned that name before?
Because it's gradual. You cannot tell them all the names at once.
Okay. So let me ask you, when you pray 5 times a day, what the chapter you recite?
Al-Fatiha.
Al-Fatiha. Wonderful. And what the Fatiha says?
Rahman Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But you just said the Basmala is not part of the Quran. So why you are reciting when you pray verses are not part of the Quran?
I don't actually. I don't pray.
Oh, you don't pray? Okay. So why you don't pray? You don't want to be a Muslim no more?
Oh, because in the Quran there is no description of the actual prayer.
Oh, okay. That's a good point, actually, guys. We have a religion. This prophet, he have time to tell me about eating ajwa. He have time to tell me about the rat is not drinking milk. He have time to tell me about the flying carpet of Sulaiman, but he did not tell me how to pray.
Yeah, the Quran is actually corrupt. I agree with you.
Okay, so the Quran is corrupt, and you agree with me. So how you can be a Muslim following a corrupt book? How you want to practice your religion now if the Quran is corrupt?
I do meditation.
So you're a Buddha now.
No, for me, praying is like concentrating and meditating and just feeling the presence of God around you.
Okay, so you do believe in Allah or any God? I mean, how you know that Allah is your God? Because now you just say the Quran is corrupt. You agree with that? Because even Yasir Qadhi and Mimi Hijab, if you remember, they said the narrative have holes, and as you agreed with that. So the whole Quran is have holes. Yeah. The whole Quran is a hole, actually. Okay, so now how you will know your God is Allah? How you will know that this is His real name if the Quran is corrupted? And the first verse in the Quran is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And you said this does not exist in the Quran, they added later. So Allah is not exist, Ar-Rahman is not exist, Ar-Rahim is not. So you follow who?
I follow my instincts, actually. I just believe that there is some superior being who created us.
My friend, I don't know what's your name. What's your name? What I should call you?
You can call me Zuhair.
Zuhair. Mr. Zuhair. When you call me, you said to me that the name of Allah starts with Dhul Jalal, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you were sure, and you accused me of lying, but now you are saying the Quran is a book of lies. It's corrupt. So how you were sure about Dhul Jalal, but now you are saying the Quran is corrupt? So how you can be sure that Dhul Jalal is Allah saying that too? If there's any proof, it doesn't make sense, actually. Imagine you say to me that you are God, and then you say to me that I am the one. You don't say I am. He says He is the one with respect. Like in the Quran, it says it is He who created the world. How Allah He say it is He? You shouldn't say it's I.
Yeah, but the names, it's us talking about Him, not Him talking about Himself.
Thank you very much. But that's mean that the one who is making the verse cannot be Allah, because they are talking about Him. He's not Him talking about Himself. This is what you say. So if somebody speak about Christian Prince and he gave him a name, okay, he is talking about Christian Prince. Christian Prince is not saying that. So now you are saying the Quran is fabricated again. And then how we knew that Dhul Jalalain is really a tribute or a name for Allah? It's somebody saying that, obviously. Maybe that person who made, maybe that.
You're lying because you're saying that all the names start with L, which is
no, all of them. And you are the one who helped me, and we prove it to be true. It start Al Jalalain. You will not find a single one of them without Al. Al Jalalain, Al Rahman, Al Azim, etc. Yeah. So
your statement says that they all start with L.
Yes, because Dhu is not part of the name. Dhu Al Jalal. Dhu is a word mean the one. The one what? Al Jalal. So Al Jalal is his attribute, not Dhu. Correct?
No.
If I say the one with the car, so is the one with the car we are describing him by the car or the one? Which one part of the sentence to describe the person? If we say the one with the car.
Yeah, he has a car.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, so the description is that how we describe him, how we recognize him by the one, by the car, not by the one. So the car will make him unique. The one with the red car. So what is unique? The red car, not the one. So you got Allah.
I mean that his name is car. What you're saying here that we should remove the which is not part of the name.
We are not removing anything, because the Quran did not say even this is part of the name. It is you who added. They did not say this is a name. It doesn't say that this is one. My friend, is the word dhu is a word by itself, or it is connected to the word after it?
It's a word by itself.
So it's not part of the name then. Like how God he have a name? The name have a 3-4 words? That make it a sentence. That's not a word no more. It's not a name no more. So dhu, it says the one. Okay. And then what after that is the attribute of God. Al-Jalal and Al-Ikram is attribute of Allah, not dhu. Now listen.
But this is not the only.
Now listen. No problem. You see, Al always have to come in the beginning to speak about something specific, and when it's come to religion, you mention it for someone is unique. As an example, why you call Al-Masih Al-Masih? Why you don't call him Masih? Because there's only one Masih.
Yeah.
There's only one person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is Al-Masih because there's no additional one beside him. There's no one else he have such a title. Al-Masih. That's why you are adding Al in the beginning. However, if you go in the Quran, you say, it says Isa Al-Masih. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, but Isa is a name by itself, and Al-Masih is a name by itself. They are not one name.
But Al-Masih actually is kind of an attribute. Isa is the name, and Al-Masih is an attribute.
Okay, let me ask you. You said Isa. You said Al-Masih is an attribute.
To clean, and he came to cleanse.
No, Masih have nothing to do with Masaha. This is not an Arabic word to compare to translate it as Arabic. In Arabic, we say Masaha because this is Arabic. Al-Masih is a Hebrew word. Have nothing to do with the cleaning things. Secondly, I want to ask you. You said the name of the Messiah. The other name is Isa. What Isa mean?
I don't know. It's like they took Yeshu and they changed the.
How Yeshua became Isa? Okay, forget about Isa. What Allah mean?
Where?
Allah. What Allah mean? You say your God is Allah. What Allah mean?
Allah? I don't know.
So you worship a God,
God.
Because the name is coming from a foreign language. Muhammad, he stole the name, the same as the Arab, from the Aramaic. So they don't know what this name means. So what kind of God? His name, you don't even know what his name is.
The male form of Allah.
His what?
I think it's the male form of Allah.
Allah.
The masculine form of Allah.
Allah is the masculine name of Allah?
Yeah.
So he is an idol?
Yeah. He's an idol and he's in the sky. It's just different. Because idols beforehand, they were like stones and stuff. And now they took the same idol and they put it in the sky where nobody can see him.
Who put him in the sky?
Mohammed.
Muhammad, he put the idol in the sky?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I'm trying to understand. So now Allah, he was an idol. So do you worship Allah or you don't worship Allah?
Not specifically. I worship the Creator.
So you don't believe in Allah?
Not specifically, no. Allah is just one name, Allah or Yahweh or
no, but you just say but you just said Allah.
For me, they belong to the same thing.
Zohair, you just said Allah is an idol. I'm asking you, do you worship the idol Allah or you don't?
No.
Okay. So what you worship? Who is your God?
The Creator.
Who is that, the Creator?
I There is no evidence of him.
But you said you are a Muslim.
And who?
Why you call yourself a Muslim if you don't? Okay, so you are a Muslim who don't believe in Allah. You don't believe in the Quran. You believe in God.
Yeah.
Okay, but why you chose the name Muslim then? Where is the name Muslim coming from?
It's cultural.
So what is your religion? Why you said you are a Muslim? What do you think you are? Culture, you are born of a Muslim family, so they call you Muslim. So what are you now? What do you think you are?
I think I don't know. I don't know how to classify myself, but I worship the Creator. That's
okay. So you call me saying you are a Muslim, but now I notice that you are became a murtad. Now you are an ex-Muslim, because you just said you deny the Quran to be true. It's corrupt. Allah is a false God, is an idol. But you said something which I don't understand, that Muhammad, he put Allah in the sky.
Yeah, so basically what I meant is that beforehand, all of the idols were like concrete stuff, like stones or, I don't know, trees or something like that. So what the idea was that if we take an idol and hide him in the sky, it's still an idol, you know, it's just invisible.
Okay, so you are saying that Muhammad, he said, okay, destroy the idols and let us worship the same idol but as an invisible God in the sky.
Yeah, exactly. He unified all the idols in one and he made it invisible.
So Muhammad, he was a deceiver, lying to us, claiming that Allah is God, but the fact he is still worshipping idol.
Yes, and the idol is in the sky, whose name is Allah. He's invisible.
So what do you think about accepting, as long you believe Allah is an idol, Muhammad is obviously you are believing Muhammad is a fraud, he's a liar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why you don't accept Christianity and why you don't accept Jesus to be your Lord?
Because I only believe in evidence.
Okay, what is the evidence you are looking for?
I don't know, because for example, I find that you're very unfair making fun of Islam, saying that it's cartoon, whereas you believe that Jesus can walk on water and raise people from the dead. I think this is cartoon too. So you should be fair. If you criticize Islam, you should criticize your religion the same way.
No problem, we can do that. Who said you cannot? I mean, you can go open channel and laugh and say how Jesus can do that, but maybe you do not know. Until now we have miracles every day happening in the name of Jesus around the earth. You go right now and search for miracle happen for people around the earth, even in Islamic countries, where people get healed. People people, they get healed in the name of Jesus. So we have miracles happen every day and nobody can explain them. So when you say I need evidence, well, you need to look for them, you will find them.
So if you, for example, go in YouTube and search for Hinduism and miracles of Hinduism, and you see that people are getting healed, are you going to become a Hindu?
Well, I have to examine it if it's true or not. You know, I have to examine, because people, they can make a claim, and you are welcome to examine what Christians they say about miracle happening to them. Do research, study it, and check it out and see if they are lying. Maybe they are lying. Maybe I can assure you there's some people they lie, no problem. But I assure you too that there's some people they are not lying and those miracles are true. Same time,
maybe, I think that personal experiences are not good evidence. Like, for example, I can come to you and tell you that I saw a cat flying. And I swear to God that I saw a cat flying. Are you going to believe me?
Well, if it is true, if it's true, it's true. If you are honest and this is what you saw, why I will not believe you? I will give you an example. If I met with Zuhair 2,000 years ago, and I told Zuhair that Zuhair, he lived in let us say in Morocco. Zuhair, you will be in Morocco, I will be in USA, and guess what? We will be able to talk together. You will laugh at me, correct?
Why?
Because it's impossible. How you live in Morocco, I live in USA, we can talk in the same time, and you hear me in the same second.
Oh yeah.
Right? So you will laugh at me, you will say to me, what is the proof? I will say, well, I cannot have it now. it's hard for me to do it. Then you will say you are crazy and you are stupid. So what was stupid 1,000 years ago, or maybe even 200 years ago, today is something very normal because we witness such a thing happening. So seeing, or let us say claiming something hard to prove doesn't mean it's not exist. As an example, if I say to you right now a lot of waves around us, and those waves are carry voice and images, you will laugh. Crazy, you know, whatever, what are you talking about? But all of us, we knew that we receive our TV channels through antenna, and we see pictures, a person, a human being talking live for us, right? Or through the internet. Okay, but this was impossible. So if I came 500 years ago to Zuhair and I say to him, Zuhair, you will be able to see me even if I am in China and you are in America, what you will say? Christian Prince, liar or crazy?
Yes.
Because I cannot prove it to you. So you are saying just because you saw it, you believe it, not because it's true or not.
Yes, but
okay. So how come when it's come to Jesus, we are just saying, taking the negative part, saying it's impossible, cannot be, when yes, it can be possible. I mean, when the Quran says no human being can leave the zone of the earth and the heaven, and this is a human being, and yes, the human being, he went to the space. So Muhammad, he made such a claim that nobody can do such a thing because it was impossible. He never thought that such a thing would happen. But when a human being, he went to the space, doesn't mean he's God. So if I say to you that I am God and I'm going to go to the space because you are just born in the jungle, you never saw such a thing, and then I go in front of you in a spaceship and I go, you will say, wow, this must be God. How he can do that? Why? Because you have no knowledge of what technology is today, how he can do that. So your reception for it is different from somebody who lived in this time. So if we take now what's happening right now to the time of Muhammad, and we do something very simple, like a 3D images, a person appeared to you in 3 dimensions, people will go crazy, they will think this is God, but it's just a trick of technology. So which means if you go by your sense and what you see to prove something, even that can be deceiving and it's not true. For me as a believer, I ask God to prove himself to me, not only a human being. He tell me about Jesus. I mean, who is stopping Zuhair from saying, okay, Christ, I want to believe in you. What about you show yourself to me? Give me a proof, give me a sign. Why you wouldn't do that? Why you and me now, we don't pray and say, Christ our Lord, show Zuhair a sign and prove to him that you are true and the only true God to worship. Because a human,
if we do this, what's supposed to happen?
Well, if you are decent from your heart and you want it to happen, I believe it's going to come to you. You have to be decent from your heart. Decency, you see, you cannot fool God. That's what we believe. You cannot lie to him. You can say, okay, I'm going to give you a test. Hey, God, show yourself. If this is your purpose, well, you will never see God. You will never know God. You will never recognize God, because simply you are just making a mockery. You don't believe in him anyway. But if you are speaking from your heart, asking for guidance, he will come to you. He will speak to you. He will guide you. He will show you. The Lord, he says, knock at my door and I will open. So I asked Zuhair to knock at the door of the Lord. Say, hey, Lord, from your heart, not just a person trying to deny, you know, be a decent person and ask him to show you a sign. If you are a true God, how I can believe in you? Help me. Just be truthful.
But how come Jesus died as a Jewish? And where did Christianity come from, actually? I don't get it. Because Jesus was Jewish, right?
No, he was not a Jewish. He's born of the Jew. He is the creator of the Jews. Jesus exists before the Jews exist. So how he can be Jewish? If he is born of the Jews.
I mean,
No, my
I
friend.
don't mean God. I mean the physical form.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
the
matter.
human.
It doesn't matter because you see, when you speak about a belief, you talk about the belief, not about your belief. So Jesus says, "Before Abraham, I am." Who is Abraham? He is the grandfather of the Jews. He himself is not a Jew. He is the grandfather of the Jews. So before Abraham, I am. So before the Jews, he exists. Before the whole world exists, he exists. So he is the God of the Jews. He's born. Let us say if Jesus was born between the Indonesian, okay, by flesh he look Asian, you know, but doesn't make him really. I mean, Indonesian, because his existence have nothing to do with that date. He appeared to us in that date. He came to us in that date. So
what was the religion of Jesus?
He is God. What religion? He don't have religion. He is God. He is God himself.
Was it atheist?
I mean, he's God. He is the God himself. How God can be atheist? He is the God. So when you say he is the God, it means everybody worship him, belong to him, and he don't have.
Okay, what about his companions that lived with him? What was their religion?
They are Christians because why they are called the Christians? The name of Christian came because they follow Christ. So whoever believes in Christ, follow Christ, he is called a Christian. So they are Christian. Even though they are born of the Jewish faith and they are Jews, but they are Jewish Christians because Jesus, he is the God of the Jews too. It's just a continue of belief. The Jews themselves, they are Christian in the same time by believing in the Messiah. But those who do not believe in the Messiah, they cannot be called the Christians. This is the simple reason why we call Jews now and we say Christians. Otherwise, all the disciples of Jesus, they were Jews, but they are Christians.
So, in the time of Jesus, there was no book. Everybody practiced Judaism, right? There was only the Old Testament, and the New Testament was written after his death, right?
Yeah, and after his resurrection, and so.
Oh, good.
So what the difference? You see, the Messiah teaching is what is important. Is not a book writing. The Lord, he said, the earth and the heaven, they will disappear, they will be demolished, but my word will not. And what he meant by that, his teaching. You see, we don't worship books. We are not kissing pages. We are not worshiping sentences. We are worshiping the God. And he gave us his word as a guidance. So he left, but he is with us. He said, every two of you mention my name, I will be between them. Which means, right now as we speak, the Messiah is listening to you and listening to me. And this is why I'm taking the opportunity, Zohair, saying to you, accept the Messiah, pray from your heart to him, say, Lord, if you are the true Lord, let me accept you. Let me have you in my life. You have to be decent. You have to be truthful. And then the Lord himself, he will give you all reasoning you are looking for.
Okay.
So do you like to pray to the Messiah, ask him to show himself to you?
Yeah, we can do it now.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you like to say it your own words? Because I like to hear words from your heart. Ask him, the Messiah, whatever you want, and I will be listening.
Okay. I ask you, Messiah, to show yourself to me. Does that work?
Oh, I don't know, because you see, it doesn't sound like you are making it from your heart. It sounds like, okay, Christian Prince, he told me to say this, so I'm going to say it. You see, I want something to come from your heart. You have to believe in that, not just do what I just said to you. So maybe you are not ready now, but you need to say it from your heart. I cannot teach you what to say. We are not Muslims who say Shahada. We don't do that. So you have to speak from your heart, request to the Lord to show himself in a very, let us say, we are not doing act. I don't want you to do act and say, okay, I will speak from my heart. I will change the tone of my face. No, my voice. I want you to say it when you mean it. So if you don't feel like you can mean it now, it's okay. Think about
Okay, I'll
it.
see you later.
All right, no problem. But call me later, anytime, if you wish, and I will be happy to help you. And I will pray for you, and I ask all the Christians here to pray for our friend Zuhair here, who denied Allah, he denied Muhammad. So he is ready to accept the truth, and we pray that the truth will set him free.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Zuhair, for calling. I hope to hear from you soon. All right?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. The first thing he said to me, you are a liar. If I show you the first text he sent me, you are a liar. Isn't it funny? You are a liar. This is the first text he sent me in Skype. You are a liar, he said to me. I don't get offended by what they say. Prove it. Right? You can call me all the names you want. But I guarantee you, the second you start using your brain, you will find yourself defenseless. Because how you can defend someone like Muhammad? How you can defend someone like Islam? How, or Allah, the false God? It's impossible. This man Muhammad never used Ar-Rahman, and then suddenly the word Ar-Rahman appearing everywhere. Because if he use it, they will not ask him, who is Ar-Rahman? Why you are calling him Ar-Rahman? But because they never heard it before from him. Why this guy, he never said that word before? How come? Look what they said to him. They said, Muhammad used to call into Allah, one Allah, and now he is calling into two gods. Why? Because the God Ar-Rahman is the God of the person they call him Musaylama, the one Muslims accuse him to be a false prophet, exists in the time of Muhammad. Muhammad even hijacked the name of the God of the other guy, and he added to his name, he liked it. So they said to him, oh, Muhammad always used to call for one God, his name is Allah, and now they are calling for two, Allah and the Rahman. So look what he said to him. And they said to him, the only Rahman we know, the beneficent, is Rahmanul Yamama, meaning Musaylama the liar. So this guy is accusing him to be a liar. Muslim, they make fun of him. Why Muhammad taking the name of his God from him? And he himself, he called himself Ar-Rahman. So what the response of Muhammad say? I call him Allah or call him Ar-Rahman, it doesn't matter, all good names belong to Allah. Here we go, he hijacked the name. Do you see how the fraud works? And then if this is what happened, then how the name of Ar-Rahman is exist everywhere in the Quran? Before this verse was revealed, we should not see the word of Ar-Rahman appear even once. And here we need to ask ourselves, why Allah he hides such a name? And as you see, the Muslims, they start Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. It's number 2 in the list, which means it is the most important after Allah. So how come this name did not appear right away? What was surprising about it? Because simply he is a liar. He stole it from the guy who is Rahmanul Yamama. Right? Before our friend Zuhair, he called us, I was going to go a little bit through Matthew's chapter number 7, and I hope that Zuhair is listening. I want to finish my time today with some beautiful words of the teaching of Christ, and then I want anyone who is listening to compare, which is not fair even to compare between such a beautiful teaching, wisdom, and the garbage of Muhammad. But for the sake of argument, try to compare if you are a Muslim. See what Jesus say and see what Muhammad speak about. While Muhammad is trying to make Quran like Arabic music in a very silly way.
Matthew 7. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? For how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet, and turn again, and rend you. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For every one that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom, if his son ask bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Therefore all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Enter ye in at the strait gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down, and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And it came to pass, when Jesus had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes.
As one having authority, not as the scribe. Amen to that. That is the authority. That is God, my friend. Go and listen to the Quran, the garbage. They bring you a guy with a nice voice to make you believe that this is something amazing. A person with nice voice, he can anything he can sing, it is going to sound good because the voice is nice. But the words are empty and stupid. There's people, they are saying bad language in songs, but their voice is nice. So even they are saying the poo-poo, the F word in the song, and people listen because their voice is nice. So they try to corrupt you by bringing recitation of the Quran with nice voices in order to make you feel, oh, that's amazing, that's so good. Especially it's a language you don't understand, which help, because then you will not notice how stupid, how silly this book. This is book of God, and this is God is talking. Actually, Matthew chapter 7 is a book by itself. Matthew chapter 7 is a book of guidance by itself. If you practice every sentence in Matthew chapter 7, you will be a new person. You will be reborn again. Starting with judge not, that you not be judged. I pray to the Lord that today our friend Zuhair to be truthful with himself, not to lie to himself. Pray to the Lord, ask him to be present in his life, and I believe the Lord he will, if he is truthful. But if it's just a person playing games and he don't want to be truthful, well, good luck with your games. Everyone goes where he belongs. Liars, they go where they belong. Truthful, they go where they belong. Criminals, they go where they belong. Every one of us will go where he belongs. When you go to a beautiful country, as an example, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, there's people who go where they belong, and there's people that go to filthy places where they belong. All those countries have nightclubs, prostitution. There's people, they fly all over there just for that. Everyone goes where he belongs. There's people, they cross the ocean just to go and smoke hashish. They go where they belong. The Bible says the heart of the man is where his treasure is. So whatever your treasure is, what is your treasure? And that's why the Messiah, he said, from their fruits, in the same chapter, you shall know them. From the fruits, not from the name, not from the title. You call yourself a Christian, maybe you are not. Maybe you are the opposite. You call yourself priest, maybe you are the devil himself. From their fruits, my friend. You shall know them by their fruits. Who? Including false prophets, false teachers. Any one of us. So I want to say thank you for all those who support us. And don't forget, please, to subscribe. And again, we appreciate those who always support with their donation, even though they don't need me to ask them. They don't maybe even like me to mention them, but for sure their support is appreciated. I hope today we have a good time and we learn something good. And we are not here for entertainment. We are here for education. I encourage you to have your children, especially if they are getting in the age of youth, and our topic does not break the youth rules, the ethic, to have them around so they can listen, explain to them, or maybe you explain to them in your own way. Don't keep what you learned to yourself. So your child, when he exposed to the cult of Islam, and he will be exposed in YouTube, in school, he should be ready. Here we can give the vaccine to your child so he will not be corrupted by a liar saying to him Muhammad is a prophet. Don't wait. Take the vaccine now. And this is our vaccine, is given to you for free. The Lord, he says, for free you took, for free you give. And we have a great news that my book in the Russian, Quran and Science, soon will be ready to be published, and which means we have now Deception of Allah in Russian, in Malay, Indonesian, Albanian languages, and now the Quran and Science, and all of those for free. We give them as a gift. So soon we will be able to publish it, and I hope it's going to be very great help for those who speak Russian language. Again, thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. Thank you for your support, for downloading the videos, and for everything you do. Until we see you again, we say Christ is Lord. His name is holy. His act is glorious. And he is with us. And if the Lord is with me, who could be against me? Thank you. God bless you. And see you soon again. Take care.